Act 1. The days we were invincible. There was a time when the world felt endless, like nothing could touch us. We were just two hearts racing against the clock, not caring about anything but the moment. I look back now and laugh at how naive we were, thinking love could conquer anything. You take my hand and drag me head first, and I believed it, believed we were destined for something more. We had that golden glow around us, didn't we? Like the whole world was ours for the taking. I was fearless, you were reckless, and together we were unstoppable. There was that summer night when you kissed me in the rain, and I thought, this is it, this is forever. But forever wasn't what we thought it would be. Forever was fleeting, slipping through our fingers like sand. Still, I held on. I've loved you for the last time, I whispered that night, but I didn't mean it. Not yet, not when everything felt so new. We were invincible, at least I thought we were. But love isn't always enough, is it? Act 2, the fire that burned too bright, and then came the fire. Love stopped being simple, became complicated, intense, burning too hot for us to handle. Everything was red, passion, anger, regret. I never realized how quickly love could turn from sweet to sour. You call me up again, just to break me like a promise. It was always like that, wasn't it? The push and pull, the way we hurt each other without meaning to, but we couldn't stop. It was like a game of chicken, waiting to see who would swerve first, who would give in. Red was the color of every fight, every sleepless night spent wondering where it all went wrong. The worst part, I still wanted you. Even after every bitter word, after every tear, I couldn't walk away. Because we were still there, somewhere beneath the wreckage. I would replay the good moments over and over in my mind, trying to convince myself that we could get back there. Back to the way we were before the fire consumed us. I remember it all too well. The highs and the lows, the way you smiled when you thought I wasn't looking, the way we danced when no one was watching. But love like that, it burns out. It has to. Because no one can survive in the flames forever. Act 3, when the city lights faded. I thought I could escape. I left, packed my bags, and went somewhere new. Somewhere that didn't have you in every corner. The city was supposed to be my fresh start. Welcome to New York, I whispered, hoping the noise would drown out the memories of you. For a while, it worked. I threw myself into everything the city had to offer. New people, new places, new dreams. It was like I had a new soundtrack to my life, one that didn't include you. But no matter how far I ran, there were moments, quiet ones, when your name would slip through the cracks. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. I told myself I was over it, that I was moving on. But there was always a part of me waiting, hoping you'd call, that you'd show up, that you'd want me back. And maybe that's the most pathetic part of all. I tried to forget you. I told myself it was over. We are never ever getting back together, I'd say to anyone who would listen. But late at night, when the city lights faded, I'd think about you. And I hated that. I hated that I still cared. That no matter how high I built the walls around me, you found a way in. You were a ghost in the city, haunting me in the places we never even went together. Act 4, the shadows I became. There's a part of me that wishes I could say I let go, that I moved on gracefully without looking back, but that's not the truth. The truth is, I let the anger take over. I let it consume me. Look what you made me do, I whispered to myself, staring at a reflection that wasn't really me anymore. I became someone else, someone harder, colder. I didn't recognize the girl who used to believe in love. She was gone, replaced by someone who only wanted to protect herself. I deleted every trace of you, erased the photos, blocked your number, threw away the letters. I told myself that this was how you heal, by cutting out the parts of you that still ache, by pretending that what we had never really mattered. I don't trust nobody, and nobody trusts me. It was easier that way, to build walls so high that no one could get close, to be the girl who walks away first, the one who leaves before she can get hurt again. But deep down, I knew the truth. The anger wasn't at you. It was at myself, for letting you in, for letting you hurt me, for caring too much and not enough at the same time. I thought I was winning, but in the end, I was just hiding. Act 5, in the quiet of letting go. Then one day it just stopped. The anger, the hurt, the resentment. It didn't happen all at once, more like a slow, quiet fading. I didn't even notice it at first. I forgot that you existed, and when I realized that, it was like a weight lifted off my chest. I could breathe again. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't carrying the burden of us. I started to forgive, not just you, but myself. For all the mistakes we made, for all the ways we failed each other. It wasn't about blame anymore. It was about acceptance. We were just two people who didn't know how to love each other the right way. And maybe that's okay. Love didn't feel like it used to. It wasn't this all-consuming fire or this bitter wound that refused to heal. It was soft, like a whisper in the dark, like a letter I wrote but never sent. I carried you with me, but not in the way I used to. This love is good, this love is bad, this love is alive, back from the dead. Maybe that's what love is, something that changes, something that survives, even when it's gone. Act 6, the stories we become. Time has a way of turning pain into stories. It softens the edges, dulls the sharpness, until one day you look back and it feels like a dream. I've been doing good, actually, I tell people now. And it's the truth. I don't wake up with the weight of you on my chest anymore. I don't think about you every time it rains or when I hear our song. You're just a story I tell sometimes, like folklore passed down from another time, a memory that feels distant, faded. I see us now as characters in a tale that wasn't meant to last, but that doesn't make it any less real. You were my crown, now I'm in exile seeing you out. I've learned that some loves aren't meant to stay. They come into your life, teach you something, and then they leave, but that doesn't mean they didn't matter. Act 7, the peace I found. Here I am, at the end of this story. It feels strange, saying goodbye to something that shapes so much of who I am, but it's time. Forever is the sweetest con, I once thought, but now I see it differently. Forever doesn't mean always. Sometimes forever is just a moment, a memory that lives on even after the love has faded, and maybe that's enough. I don't carry the pain anymore. I don't carry the weight of us. I carry the lessons, the growth, the echoes of who we were. We were a chapter, not the whole book. And that's okay. And I'll be all right. It's just 1,000 cuts. I'll be all right.